In this video, let's learn about the check column constraint. So for example, in our products table, we can apply the check constraint to our weight column so that the weight is greater or equal to 0. Of course, we can apply the same columns constraint to the price column or the quantity column. All right, let's try to do that on the weight column in this lesson. Let's go back to our SQL Server Management Studio and let's try to apply the check constraint to the weight column here. So I can say check followed by the brackets. And then inside the bracket, I can specify a logic expression. So for example, I can say weight has to be greater or equal to 0. Now I can drop the table and recreate it. So after I recreate it, right click on the table and click on edit top 200 rows. Unfortunately, I have to enter the data again. So again, beef, I'm going to leave the description as null, and weight here, as you can see, we did not actually apply the not null constraint. So I can leave this as null, it's going to accept it. So let me click out, you see, the data is accepted. But if you want to enter any data, it has to be greater or equal to 0. Let's say I enter 0, this, when I click out, is accepted. If I've entered 10, this is also going to be accepted when I click out. You can see that it's accepted. But if I enter minus 0.0001, when I click out, immediately you can see the check constraint is doing something. It says the conflict occurred in database. The table column is weight. The problem is that the check constraint is not satisfied. Therefore, we cannot enter anything that is less than 0. Right? So if I enter a big number, it's still going to be accepted. This is the check column constraint. Remember to use it after the data type with open and close bracket. And within the bracket, you're going to specify an expression with the same column that you are using check constraint against. You cannot reference other columns though.